wanted to make a video because I'm having issues at the moment. I just found out that MuggleCast is going to be ending in April. Now, I don't really listen to MuggleCast, so I don't think that it's going to directly affect my day-to-day life. But, and I hate to, quote Overboard and the Remember-Alls because it's such a cliche, but it is kind of the end of an era because my introduction to the fandom was through MuggleCast. And even though I didn't really stick with it, it's responsible for a lot of my friendships. And it's kind of sad. I mean, I'm also a little bit scared that it's the beginning of the end. Because it's like, okay, the books are done, but I'm not ready for the fandom to be done too. And it's like scary to think that one day we'll all go our separate ways and live lives as if we weren't all part of this one big thing. And I know we all want to say that that's not true, but it is. I mean, I don't expect to still be doing this stuff when I'm 40. Like, I'll stay friends with some people, but I'm not going to be in touch with everyone forever. It's kind of like high school in a way. And I just don't want to become like a fuddy-duddy old fart and forget what it's like to be young. Even when I'm married with kids, I want to be young at heart, always. And segue, on a certain level, I think that's why I've been attracted to fanboys in the past. Ultimately, I think I want to grow old with someone who can relate to me about my youth, and I feel like it would be weird building a life with someone who knows nothing about any of this, and it's such a big part of me that it would be like a big chunk of me that's missing from the relationship. And I hate the way that sounds because I feel like I don't want to write off non-fandom boys at all. I don't want to do that. But it's becoming a lot harder for me because it's like every time I meet someone and I mention a friend of mine, I find out where they're from and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a friend from that place. And they go, yeah, how do you know them? And then you hear crickets because it's like, how do I even begin to explain, like, oh, I know them through Harry Potter, like, Harry Potter's a real person, like a mutual friend. It is kind of a mutual friend. The fandom is a mutual friend. And it's bizarre. It's just, like, impossible to explain to people. It's like, a few of my friends seem to understand, or they at least tolerate my devotion to it, but I expect that of them because they know me and they're my friends, and they're supposed to support me, no matter what I do, but it's become really hard with new people to make them understand, why I can't be somewhere because there's a Potter event, or who one of my friends is and why or how I know them. And then just, like, explain, like, oh, yeah, by the way, I go to Harry Potter conventions, like, and to get the weird looks, and it's, like, immediately you have to explain, no, it's not what you think. I mean, like, and nobody really gets it. And, with all of this, I still wouldn't trade any of this for anything. I think that the experience is the best. There's nothing in the world that I would give it up for. And that's why I'm just, like, so scared that this is the beginning of the end, because I'm just not ready for it to be over. And I'm, like, it's a weird feeling. And, I mean, I have till April, I know, but, like, okay, they're not going to be doing weekly shits, but they're still going to have, like, live podcasts on occasion, and it's not really going to be over, but I feel like it's step by step things are going to end. You have the books that ended this summer, and then MuggleCast is going to end, and then, the movies are going to end, Pottercast is going to end, Wizard Rock is going to end, and, like, then that'll be it. I mean, fanfiction's never going to end. People are still writing fanfiction for, like, books that were written 500 years ago, believe it or not, but, like, the thought of all of this being over one day, as inevitable as it is, and I know that, and I've always known it, like, there is a sense of finality to it now, and it's like, I'm not ready. Oh my god, I don't even, like, I'm so, like, scared of this. I don't even know. Like, I wasn't expecting. I've been feeling this more and more lately. Like, we're trying to drag something out that just is over, and we need to accept it, and it's not over for me. Not yet. Not yet.